Okay, I'm going to show you how to tie a tie in this one because you're going to be going on interviews soon, if not already, for real jobs, not, for McDonald's or anything. So, although it doesn't hurt to wear a suit and tie for any interview, really. You should dress up above even what you want to get to the position. But anyway, you don't do it every day. Probably not once every 6 or 8 months do you put a tie on, maybe. So without doing it every day, it may not come second nature to you. And you don't want to have one tie that you just completely loosen and pull over your head every time and put back on. You're going to want a couple different ties. So I'm going to show you how to tie a tie, and hopefully this will work. So first you want to make sure you got a nicely pressed shirt. And I'll do another video on how to iron shirts. So button, collar up, grab the tie, and you start with the shorter end on your left hand side. And the way I'm filming this, I'm doing it so that it'll look like what you would see in a mirror. So what looks like when I'm saying my left, it'll look like the right to you, but it's actually the left. So you're going to start out, tie about here. And you may need to tie it a couple different times to make sure it comes out the right length. But you're going to start right about here. And you start by crossing the big end over the little end and coming behind it, around and up through the middle. And you pull it down through the middle. Then you bring it the other direction to your left side, up and down through the middle. So you've got what looks like a little bit of a triangle up here. Now, you put 2 fingers over that triangle, wrap the tie around your fingers, because you're going to use those fingers as kind of a little space to pull the tie through. So let me go through that slowly. So you wrap the big one now around the fingers, up and through the middle, and underneath the one that you pulled over, and then tighten up to a nice firm knot. And it should be just about, if it's the right length, done it correctly, it should be just about the top of your belt buckle on your pants. So then you can put the small one. Most ties have this little strap back here, or that's the name brand of the tie, or they may have a second strap. Put that in there so that your little piece doesn't go flying around. Tighten it up nice. Collar back down, of course. And there you have a tie. Now, jacket. Of course, finishes it. Hopefully you can see. So the jacket, the sleeves of the jacket should be just about the break of your wrist, and your sleeves of your shirt should be slightly below that, about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch below that. That's the proper fit for a jacket for a man. And your jacket length should be just about, when you cup your fingers, should be the bottom of your jacket. Then, finishing touches, wallet in the coat pocket. So you want to keep the lines smooth as possible. Just looks nicer if you keep the lines smooth as possible, so you don't have the bulge of the wallet in your backpack, in your back pocket. So button your buttons, smooth out your pockets, wallet in here, a pen. Always make sure you take a pen for your interview. And then you can or can't, I tend to like them, but a nice tie clasp can finish it off. Make sure you match up. Silver, silver, silver. Try to look, coordinated when you go through there. Not coordinated like you're not going to fall over, but coordinated, color coordinated and matching outfit type of thing. So that's what you do to tie a tie to look presentable for an interview. I'm going to show you in another interview or another tape how to actually iron a shirt, because that should be done even outside of interviews. When you go to work, you should iron your shirts if you possibly can, or you need to. I mean, if it's business casual and they wear polos, okay, although sometimes they can get pretty wrinkled. So we'll show you how to iron a couple different shirts, and that'll be on the next video. But there you go, a tie, and this is how you should be looking when you go to an interview. Okay, see ya.